Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer on the sideline.
I got up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Offense in a split backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, then come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wilson open on the right side. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The Gators will snap it on first and 10. The run inside. It's Pryor. Could be an alley. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Pickup of 5 is now second and 5.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early. Games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Running inside, it's Pryor. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. That's got it. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Sategna. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go right back downfield. Finds his man. It's Carter. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with...
There's a crease. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, first and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the USC Trojans and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. escapes the pressure and gets away. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Dropping back, it's Maiava. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a little room there. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Hodge. Smashes him with the stiff arm. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The run inside. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's Maiava. That's caught. It's Bowman. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
He's brought down at the 38-yard line. And that's a good enough.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Heaves it deep. Catch inside the 25. He is in. Touchdown USC. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it...
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
The throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Calls his own number. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down.
949 Rockstar. 949 Rockstar.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. Little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is the new wave of offensive thinking, going for it 4th and long from their own 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. The Brain Trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The run inside. It's Jordan. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big...
There he goes! The 10! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Lacy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads it downfield. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Ole Miss calls his second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It's caught. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Miller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Come out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Rebels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work.
214 close. 214 close.
Got a man. It's Cook. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Running inside. It's Lacy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lacy. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fire on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll move the wide receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for space, it's Jordan. Runs through a tackle. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Trojans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Trojans with the answer.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Cook. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
Rushes on him. Breaks loose. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back into this one.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
We've reached